Suppose that the demand equation for a certain commodity is given by P equals 100 divided by natural log of X. So X must be the number of items sold here. So when A is asking us to determine the marginal revenue function for this commodity, we have to start with the total revenue function. Write down that the total revenue function R of X is equal to the number of items times the demand function. So here that's going to be X times 100 over natural log of X, which you can write as 100X divided by natural log of X. All right. Now marginal revenue is going to be the derivative of this total revenue function. So let us find that marginal revenue function by taking the derivative. I'm going to be taking the derivative of this function, right? This right here. I'll use quotient rule, okay? So quotient rule goes like this. You put g squared in the denominator, and on the numerator you have g f prime minus f g prime, okay? So f is the numerator function and g is the denominator function. So let me put those together over here. So the denominator is going to be the original denominator squared. So I'll write that as natural log of x squared. On the numerator, I start by writing the original denominator. So write g first, which is natural log of x. And I'm multiplying this by f prime, the derivative of the numerator function. Derivative of 100x is 100. After that, let's do minus sign. Make this fraction bar a little bit longer. Write down f, which is 100x. And I need to multiply this by the derivative of the denominator function. So what is the derivative of natural log of x? Well, that will be 1 over x. All right, let's simplify this marginal revenue function, okay? So r prime of x is natural log of x squared in the denominator. And on the numerator, I guess we can factor out that 100, right? So let me bring out this 100 to the front. Okay, now look, if I cancel out or factor out that 100, those hundreds are gone, right? I wrote that above. I wrote that outside. So what's left? I have natural log of x. This right there, that's what I just wrote down. Minus. Now look at what happened to these x's. This x cancels out. And the only thing that I have left is 1. I still need to say minus 1. I can't just say 0 there. Minus 1. So that's it for the marginal revenue function. Okay. Now they want us to find or compute the marginal revenue at a production level of 30 units. Interpret the result. All right, so finding it is easy. We just have to plug in that number 30 units into r prime of x. So let's do that. R prime of 30 equals 100 times natural log of 30 minus 1 over natural log of 30 squared. All right. I'm going to enter that into a calculator. Let's see. So type in 100 times natural log of 30 minus 1 over natural log of 30 squared. So we found the answer. Give me 1 second, I'm concerned. Yes, this is correct. All right, so the answer is $20.76 per, I believe it was just called an item, right? What is this called? Skateboard? What is it? Just unit, okay, per unit, whatever this item is. So what does that mean? I'll just talk about the interpretation. So, if they produce 31 units, okay, going from 30 units to 31 units, the revenue will increase by $20.76 per unit. Okay, so that's going to be the interpretation of this marginal revenue. Okay, so that's it for example 6 on page 95.